Oh my gosh, it's 2023 and I know you guys have been wondering what you need for your Cricut. Whether you got one this past holiday season or you're trying to make sure that you have everything you need to master that Cricut of yours in this year, I have the must-haves that you cannot miss out on. So if you're excited, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, give a thumbs up, and let's jump in to the video. If you don't have any of these products, have no fear. Guess what? I have them all linked down below as we do in most of our videos. You can always find supporting links right down below. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these must-haves. I want to start off with one that I'm most impressed by, and this is actually off-brand Cricut mats. Y'all, it is insane at how great and affordable these mats are. A lot of you come back and say, Tanner, I always get the Cricut brand mats on sale, but this is a great alternative if for some reason you cannot find your regular Cricut mats on sale anywhere online. These are everyday low price over on Amazon, and I think you'll be really impressed with them. There's so many brands popping up right now of different off-brand Cricut mats, but I really want to encourage you to check out Nicapa. They have been very consistent for me since like 2020. At first, I was really hesitant to use anything other than Cricut. But here's the thing, they have been consistent with their formula, with their packaging. Everything from them have been really, really solid for me, unlike other brands. If you really need to know more about the different mats, I have a whole comparison video, so be sure to check that out over on the channel. And I think you'll be really impressed with learning that Nicapa is actually my favorite. Next up is the Mini Easy Press, and this is a product that actually blows me away every single time I craft with it because it's so little, but it's so mighty. So this thing right here is very affordable, and if you're looking to get an Easy Press, notice this is the only heating source I have on the table, and most of the Makers Gonna Learn projects are made with this Mini Easy Press, and it's mind-blowing at how awesome it does. The main reason is it has 3 simple settings. The first setting is around 300 degrees, the second setting is around 350 degrees, and your third and final setting is roughly 400 degrees, meaning you can do anything from iron-on projects all the way up to some type of sublimation projects. So if you are looking for a heating plate or something similar to an Easy Press and you're looking for the budget alternative, this is the budget alternative, but the best part is it's what we use. If you look at our heat projects, any type of heat transfer projects, we love, love, love the Easy Press Mini, and it's a great deal. So I highly recommend you add one of these to your crafting because you will be very impressed with how precise and awesome it is to work with. You will not believe at how, if you've ever done iron-on wood projects, this is my secret weapon to always having perfect success. So definitely check these out if you haven't. Next up, let's talk about the ATG Gun. The ATG Gun looks intimidating because it looks big. It's simply actually very affordable. You make the investment, which is an investment into your ATG gun, but you will never have to invest again into one of those mini adhesive runners. You're gonna get the best quality adhesive right here when it comes to dry adhesive. This right here looks confusing, but of course we have a video teaching you how to change the ATG out, so we'll link that down below later. But what I want to tell you is it's going to be more cost effective for you to buy this ATG gun because your replacement comes with so much adhesive for such a great price. These replacements, you can get off-brand ones very, very affordably. You'll be shocked at how awesome it is. And any card making 3D paper project, you will be impressed with to have an ATG gun. It is secretly my best friend when it comes to paper crafting. Next up, let's talk about rubbing alcohol mixed with your pump bottle. This right here is something I always get at the Dollar Tree, and the reason why it is a must-have still in 2023 is that you're going to use this mixed with paper towel to clean any material or any base of your project. So if you're applying something to glass with vinyl, use rubbing alcohol to clean off any residue before applying. Any mugs, any tumblers, anything like that, you need this right here to clean the surface. And I really want to encourage anyone that is hesitant about this right here to do a comparison. Apply vinyl onto a mug and then apply vinyl onto a mug that was cleaned with rubbing alcohol. You'll get the best result when you use rubbing alcohol on any type of blank. Some of our favorite scissors are these Tim Holtz Tonic Scissors. They come in 3 different sizes, but this size right here is my absolute favorite. It's my favorite multi-purpose scissor that I've been able to work with, and they're readily available. So what I love about these, not only do they look super cool, you can actually loosen or tighten them based on the material you're cutting. So again, this wouldn't be my favorite for fabric, but when you're cricketing, you need to have a really solid pair of scissors. So I highly recommend the Tim Holtz scissors to be your Cricut and multi-purpose tool in your craft space. What I love even more than the scissors is the Cricut True Control knife. If you have never used a Cricut True Control knife, I've been recommending this since it first came out because this is the best X-Acto knife quality I've ever seen. Not only does it feel good to hold it, there's some things about it that is really unique. For example, they have this little nub right here that is going to help it never fall off the table. So it's going to sit flat, and if it starts rolling, it will catch and stop right there. So it's never going to roll off the table like a traditional X-Acto knife. Another thing I really love about it is you can actually go from a locking mechanism to an unlock mechanism and change out the blades without having to touch it when you purchase the additional blades. The technology that they've put inside this craft knife is very impressive, and for the price, I think you'll be really impressed with it. And if you watch any of my videos, you know once you apply your vinyl onto the mat, you cut out your image, I always have a True Control knife right here to cut out the cut image from the excess vinyl, which is going to allow you to have the most vinyl to use on future projects and cut down on your waste. Another thing I want to recommend is for you to have some type of tweezer on hand. These are the Caesar tweezers, and we recommend these because they have a really firm grip. The grip here is really great, and we really love these tweezers. Another thing I want to recommend is if you don't have a pair of tweezers, or maybe you have a pair, you might want to consider getting a reverse tweezer. So it's the opposite. When you press, it actually releases, and when you release, it actually holds it together. That is perfect for paper crafters. If you're not a paper crafter though, you may just want to have a basic pair of tweezers on hand to help you in all of your crafting. Next up, you're going to need some type of squeegee. This right here is perfect to burnish and to apply vinyl onto blanks. This one right here also has the groove, which can help you lay down a tumbler and keep it laying flat. We put it on ornaments and things like that just to make sure that it doesn't move around when you're applying vinyl onto it. So definitely pick up a squeegee. These are super affordable, and you can find these for just a few dollars. One of our new additions to our Cricut Must Haves has actually became this easy PSV transfer tape by Caesar. Y'all, if you are struggling with transfer tape, try this stuff out. At first, I was really hesitant and was not getting great results with it. I wasn't impressed by it. But the more I worked with it, the more I fell in love with it. It's a really new spin on transfer tape, and I think you'll be really impressed by it. I've used this now for ornaments. I've used this for some really complex vinyl projects that I didn't think this would work well with. And y'all, it is now a staple in my crafting, and I think it'll become one in yours too. If you're not liking your paper transfer tape, your Cricut transfer tape, any off-brand transfer tape, try this stuff out this year, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Next up is something I really love, and this is the Cricut brayer. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a Cricut brayer, But if you're looking for an addition to a regular squeegee, the brayer actually will come in handy when applying material down onto the mat, making sure things are flat. These kind of work really hand to hand together. But if I had to choose one, it would just be the squeegee. But if I could say the brayer will help you in your paper crafting, your vinyl projects, and across the board, I think you'll really enjoy having the Cricut brayer on hand to help with your projects. All right, y'all, last up is this amazing painter's tape. You will not believe how often in our office we are using painter's tape. You wanna know why? It's so good to help position down any material onto a mat. It's actually one of our new secret tricks to making mats last even longer. What we mean by that is if you're struggling or you think the material is not sticking well enough to the mat, guess what? We just add some painter's tape. It's that easy for any of your projects. We also use this when we're cutting any thicker material, and we always apply some onto the material when we're putting it on the mat. I think you'll really be impressed by this and help you just in your crafting to always have it on hand. This is something you would never think about having because it is for painting, but it comes in handy more times than you can think. Now that you have your 2023 Cricut Must Haves, guess what you need to go check out? You've got to go check out this right here. This is my 20 Cricut hacks to turn a beginner to a pro. You will not believe at how amazing these Cricut hacks are. What I love to tell people is that cricketing is a journey. You will not become a pro overnight, but the best way to do it is actually see how other people craft. And what I've done in this video is expose how 20 different hacks are going to help you go from a beginner to a pro. All you need to do is click on the video, click on it, and it'll start playing. I'm super excited for you to check out this one. And because you're going to click over there and check it out, you're going to become a pro so much faster. Whether you've been crafting for years or you may have just started, you'll find something really fun over there in the video. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out Maker's Gonna Learn for over 10,000 digital die cut crafts and so much more. See you over there.